Previously on Racing for Glory.
And I want to create something for Lynette that, I don't know, that's different that she might like. I really wanted to let Lynette know how much I care about her, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, something that maybe I haven't done before. So beautiful. I can do that. You are so beautiful. To me. Well, it's all done, so I'm a little nervous to see what she's going to think about this video. Hi, my name's Matt with the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and I'd like to introduce you to our bag lunch program. What we try to do is go around at least once or twice a week and take bag lunches to the homeless to get to know them and get to understand their problems and have them get to know us. So God willing, someday we can do more for them. We can get them into housing and get them into jobs, but it all starts with the bag lunch. So if you can be a part of that, go to racingforglory.com, hit the nonprofit link, and see how you can help us out with the bag lunch program. God bless you.
Tires Express is so unique in the sense that we don't have a brick and mortar location like other companies do. The reason why it's Tires Express because we bring Tires Express to you. Express service, 45 minutes, you're back on the road. I'm Miguel Gonzalez, and I'm owner-operator of Tires Express, and I love saving people time and money when it comes to their tires. Pretty much what Tires Express does is we've incorporated a full tire facility on wheels, bringing this tire shop to your location, at your home, at your job, and we do tire services on site. As far as cost-wise, if you compare us to a brick and mortar location, you're saving anywhere between 30 to 45% on an average set. If you go to a dealership, you're saving anywhere between 35 to 55% on an average set. So as you can see, there is a significant savings. The next time you need tires or a tire service, give Tires Express a call. We'll take care of you.
Hey, this is Bart Miller from Mercy Me.
Hey, we're Super Chick.
That's your boy Tweezy. John with Skillet. Rock Magazine rocks.
Rock Magazine rocks.
You are watching The Rock 'cause it rocks. Rock Magazine rocks.
Hi, this is Matt from the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and where I'm standing and right behind me is the future home of the Rescue Ranch, where we'll help people that have addictions to drugs and alcohol come out and try to get their lives straightened out a little bit, get some mentoring, get some hard work, and try to find themselves the best way they can. So we need your help to make this a reality. We're going to have a main building where a lot of the programming will take place, and where a lot of the people that'll be here will spend a lot of time. And then we'll have outbuildings where we'll have individual places for them to sleep and just make this really a working ranch. And as you can see, there's plenty of room to make all of this a reality. And you can help us do that by going to racingforglory.com, click on the Rescue Ranch, and see how you can be involved and be a part of changing people's lives. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
You're watching
Racing for Glory
on the Christian Lifestyle Network.
So I'm out looking for warehouses so we can put the cars in for the winter time for our Racing for Youth program. The cars right now are up at Colorado National Speedway, and they're out in the weather. So we're trying to find a warehouse big enough for 2 cars and even more than 2 cars. We're just not having a lot of luck. I mean, they're just either they're too big or they're too small, or They're too expensive, and we really need to lean into the Lord and pray, and hopefully God will show us a warehouse space that's just right for us. And it's really frustrating out here trying to find that right space, and warehouse space is really at a premium here in Colorado. We just hope the good Lord will take us in the right direction and just give us that perfect warehouse space where we can house the race cars and do our Racing for Youth program. So looking for warehouse space is really an exhausting job, and a fat guy like me gets hungry. So I know of a great barbecue place which is down here in the Englewood area, and it's called Anointed Barbecue. My buddy Mo, he owns Anointed Barbecue, and he started this place with absolutely nothing except God's favor. Mo's a great guy, but he's not shy at asking for help if he needs some help. So we got in there and we just got to work together. What's up, Tommy?
Hey man, what's up?
What's up, Mo? He's doing some great things down here. He's, through the Christmas season, he collected, I think, 400 or 500 toys for kids in need. They even gave away a car down here to a lucky customer in need.
Oh, look at you, man. Come on back here and get to work.
Get to work. All right. Yeah, I can do that. How's this art for you? And every time I come down here, Mo's just willing to help anybody that needs help.
Right here.
Hey, can we make some cheeseburgers too?
Yeah, I got some.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger happy meal.
No go fancy, yeah?
Yeah.
If they're hungry and they can't afford food, Mo will, just feed them.
Just wash your hands.
This is like stomping grapes for wine.
I've never done that one.
Need a ride somewhere. I've seen them give people rides, to places they need to go. And
Oh, more sugar.
Perfecto.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Perfecto. Quite delicious, huh? Man, I love the food down here. Mo makes some good barbecue.
Yeah, the book is very crispy.
Got a few less drops in there. Can't want to waste this good stuff.
Oh.
I'm all full of food now. It's time to get back to the warehouse trail and see if we can find that warehouse for our Racing for Youth program. Well, the race season's over, and Lynette and I need to head out to the racetrack and check on the cars. The weather's getting bad, and
we really need to find a place to store these cars.
I know these cars, they're just not going to last out here at this track. If we keep them out here all winter long. We really need to find a place to house these cars.
You're right. It's amazing to me that your car even lasted through the season with the way you drive.
Get some of the weather off of them and get some covers on them or something. But we got to get out to the track. What, are you saying I'm a reckless driver or something?
Reckless? You're out of control sometimes.
I'm not reckless. I'm just aggressive. I mean, you got to be aggressive to win, because if you ain't first, you last. So we got out to the track, and I was just assuming that someone would be out here. I mean, someone is always out here at the racetrack.
Well, you finished last most of your races because you didn't finish.
Here we are, back home with the track.
I've missed being out here.
But no one's here. I forgot my phone. And all my phone numbers are in there for the people at the track. This is pretty much just a failed attempt to go out here and check out the race cars. We'll just have to come back again some other time. One of the things we have to do is look for frames to build new race cars with. In the pure stock division, it has to be a certain type of frame. Plenty of junk cars, but just not enough old junk. That's too new. What we're looking for is a Caprice, maybe 1987 or older, and it's going to be hard to find. All these cars are just too dang new. A lot of these junkyards out here don't have cars that old. They're usually crushed. It's the right kind of body, but it's just too new. I'm not really real optimistic that we're going to find anything, but we're definitely going to look. I just think we're pretty much out of luck. I don't know what to do. So we've been looking for cars and, you know, the right frames that we need, and we just can't find them. This one's old enough, it's the right frame. I wish there was a way we could just build this car from start to finish, but that's just not possible in this division. It's 94. So we just got to keep on looking. We got to see if we can find a car. You know, we've got our 2 cars, but we need to have 4 or 5 cars for this upcoming season. So we'll just keep on looking.
My name is Jacob Sharp. I'm here to introduce you to the grocery store bus. So come on back here. So everything you see right here needs to be stripped out so we can put coolers, generators, stuff that can provide food for the people that can't get to the food banks. So we need your help to provide all this. If you go to racingforglory.com, you can figure out how you can help us benefit other people in our community. Go to racingforglory.com and click on the nonprofit link, and we'll show you everything you need to know about the grocery store bus. Thank you. God bless.
Hey, this is Bart Miller from Mercy Me.
Hey, we're Super Chick.
That's your boy Tweezy. John with Skillet. Rock Magazine rock.
Rock Magazine rock.
You are watching The Rock 'cause it rocks. Rock Magazine rocks.
Hey, it's Scott Perry. I'm here at the Broncos Stadium, and I'm here to promote my book, The NFL Since 1970, which is a great reference book that tells every fan of all ages how great their NFL team is, whether they've been good in the past or they're going to get good based on the acquisition of finally the quarterback they've been waiting for. It's visual, not a lot of reading involved. It's the greatest coffee table book you can find for people that really want to up their football knowledge. Kids love helmets. It's all helmets. Playoff grades of every Super Bowl from 1970 until the present. Explanations of how I did what I did to show the greatness of every NFL team. Email me at Scott at the name of the book. So Scott at NFLsince1970.com. My website is NFLsince1970.com. If you want to order it, ask me some questions about it first at Scott at NFLsince1970.com.
Hi, my name's Matt with the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and I'd like to introduce you to our bag lunch program. What we try to do is go around at least once or twice a week and take bag lunches to the homeless to get to know them and get to understand their problems and have them get to know us. So God willing, someday we can do more for them. We can get them into housing and get them into jobs, but it all starts with the bag lunch. So if you can be a part of that, go to racingforglory.com, hit the nonprofit link, and see how you can help us out with the bag lunch program. God bless you. Hi, this is Matt from the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and where I'm standing and right behind me is the future home of the Rescue Ranch, where we'll help people that have addictions to drugs and alcohol come out and try to get their lives straightened out a little bit, get some mentoring, get some hard work, and try to find themselves the best way they can. So we need your help to make this a reality. We're going to have a main building where a lot of the programming will take place and where a lot of the people that'll be here will spend a lot of time. And then we'll have outbuildings where we'll have individual places for them to sleep and just make this really a working ranch. And as you can see, there's plenty of room to make all of this a reality. And you can help us do that by going to racingforglory.com, click on the Rescue Ranch, and see how you can be involved and be a part of changing people's lives. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
You're watching Racing for Glory on the Christian Lifestyle Network.
We'd be styling out there in a Cadillac. So we actually think we might have found a car that's going to work. It's a 1982 Cadillac Eldorado. What year is that? 1982. And if this frame's okay, we could use it. I think we'd be pretty styling out there in this car. We might have a winner. So we just got to get someone out here. We'll bring Will Alvarado out. He'll take a look at the frame and see if this is going to work for us. But we may have found one.
I started working for Matt back in midsummer of 2015. I heard of this opportunity to work at the Colorado National Speedway. I thought that was really interesting. It'd be something cool and something new.
Hopefully we'll start using this one-light stuff a little bit more.
One of my first main job details was to be his cameraman. I knew nothing about how to operate the video camera that he had besides a normal handheld home video camera. But he took his time, especially on race day, to show me how to operate it, what he really needed to be shot at and everything.
So you see your ugly face, see my ugly face.
He can really empathize with people like us because me, myself, I'm in a halfway house and he's been in that situation. So he knows the struggles and the tribulations that we go through. And he's trying to make it a better life for me, and I love it.
One of the things that we're really trying to do with this ministry that God has blessed us with is try to help men and women coming out of prison. And I'm the first to admit that I'm not doing a very good job of that, but I am trying to do whatever I can. Michael's a really good example of someone that, you know, is looking for help. He knows he's done wrong. He's trying to better himself, and if I can help with that in any way, I feel blessed.
I know he can go to another institution like a film school, get an intern to do this for him, but I think it's pretty cool that he's taking the time to show me how to do this because it's giving me a stepping stone into another career.
Hi.
I remember on Thursday nights, we would always go over to Matt's house. We'd stop at a Walmart, get some fresh ingredients, make a nice, fresh, healthy meal for everyone on the crew. We would sit there and watch previous episodes of Racing for Glory, and we would sit there and discuss what we can do to improve the show and what we need to do in the following weeks. I thought it was really cool that Matt would take the time to cook dinner for us. Honestly, I didn't think he could cook. Last year I got regressed from my halfway house and I was sentenced to DOC. And just the simple fact that I didn't think I was going to be going to prison myself, it really hit hard at home for me. You know, I caused a lot of pain to my loved ones, my friends. I let a lot of people down. But I did my time. I got out. I'm in a better place and situation now. And as soon as I got out, Matt reconnected with me.
When Michael got regressed, I really felt bad. I felt that maybe I didn't do something that I should have done to help him more, or I just felt pretty bad about that whole situation. And it was nice to be able to reach out to him while he was in prison.
It was good knowing that when I got regressed, Matt still owed me a little bit of money, and I got a surprise email with money on it from Matthew Sowash, and I thought he was gonna blow me off, so I thought that was really cool of him.
And then when he got out of prison, it was great to actually bring him back into what we're doing, having him help with our efforts. And
when I got out of prison, me and Matt reconnected, and I'm very grateful and appreciative of that, because I love working with the guy. I love what he's doing. Instead of just having work on weekends at the racetrack with him, he's actually trying to get me into a full-time job working with him, learn more of the industry of video photography and video production.
I have failed in so many different ways in presenting Christ the way I should, in both relationships with, all the people in my life.
Looking forward to seeing where this business relationship will end up. And I'm thankful that he's still having me work on this project with him and future projects.
I just hope maybe what we're trying to do on a ministry level with people like Michael can have an effect on their lives in a positive way. We just want to keep presenting Jesus the best way we can. So I think we may have lucked out on finding a warehouse to put the cars in. Went down to a place on the south end of town, in a town called Englewood, and there were several warehouses down there at prices we really could afford.
Hopefully there's someone down at the office.
I got together with another guy that I know named Chance, who has a nonprofit himself. He tries to help people that don't have a lot of money to get repairs done on their cars at a discounted price, a lot less expensive than going to a regular shop.
Here, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm supposed to get this guy checked today. We might lose this warehouse.
One thing that we often lose track of is who we are in the flesh, that our flesh is our biggest enemy. And that's what Satan uses to attack us. He attacks the desires of the flesh, or uses the desires of the flesh to attack us when we're trying to follow God's lead and God's way. Lynette and I are struggling. We've had a very hard time after this race season together. We have succumbed to things that aren't of God in terms of how we're getting along together and how we treat each other. And it's all because we've allowed ourselves to put this relationship and our desires for each other before God. And because we've done that, we open the door for Satan to step in and infiltrate, the goodness that God had in our relationship. And it's a struggle. It's hard. Things aren't good. But we know if we can continue to lean into God and understand Him and trust Him, that He will work all things out. But most couples can't do that. Most couples can't put their desires aside and allow God to work through them. When you put the other person first, that's what God has called us to do. Put others first. Then you can really thrive in a relationship. And we're struggling with that. We haven't been able to do that. We've been more concerned about what our own needs are instead of the needs of the other person in the relationship. So we need strength. We need a way to work around that. I've tried to fill myself with other activities, looking for warehouses, helping other people outside the relationship with Lynette and myself, and trying to fill that void that has opened up because of my own selfish desire. So I will just continue to seek God, and I just ask all of you that are in relationships to seek God first. Take yourself out of the relationship and put the other first always, because that's God's way. So God, thank you again for loving us first, for teaching us what love is, and showing us what it is to be in relationship with you first, and then being able to incorporate that love into relationship with others. I ask for strength for all of those that are seeking you to be able to understand this message, that it's not about us, that it's about you, Father, and that through you that we can do all things. And when we seek your kingdom first, Father, all things will be added onto us. Thank you, Father, for loving us and giving us the goodness that only you can give. We thank you and praise you in Jesus' precious name. Thanks again for being a part of Racing for Glory, and we look forward to what God brings in this off season and a brand new season for 2017. God bless you.
I've been lonely, I've been cheated, I've been misunderstood, I've been washed up, I've been put down.